Hello, welcome to TSG Foundation's Wisdom of the Zodiac. Today's lesson and meditation is taken from Volume 2 of Wisdom of the Zodiac by Torkom Saraydarian, Chapter 26, Leo, titled Universality. This is a beautiful chapter. We have a nice meditation at the end, so I will take a few minutes in the beginning to give a summary of this chapter, and then we will do the beautiful guided meditation. So to open your book to page 298. We'll start with the second page. I hope you read this chapter carefully and slowly. Meditate on its keynotes. They are really beautiful, and they will help you to understand the meaning of universality. So as you remember, last month we spoke about building our lighted house, becoming a cornerstone eventually for all of humanity. That simplicity with which our life is informed. Simplicity, let's not make it complicated. Let's build our lighted house step by step. So today we go to the topic of universality. So this is very, very important time to celebrate, because at the time of the Leo full moon, and this is what it says, the first paragraph, page 298, humanity is going to link itself with the star of Sirius and bring a tremendous amount of energy from that star to humanity at the time of this celebration. So let's stretch ourselves now a little bit further than we do normally and take it to a far distant star called Sirius, S-I-R-I-U-S. That's really beautiful. And it links us with that energy. What does that mean? What will that energy come from Sirius be? It will be the power of illumination. Isn't that interesting that the lighted house we dealt with last month is talking about light, bringing light and truth to our life. Now this is taking that and expanding it, illumination. What is that illumination that we are asking for? This energy is going to penetrate into humanity. We hope at this time that humanity is being a little bit more illuminated by great thinkers, great philosophers, disciples such as you and me and people like us all over the world, great thinkers. You see, I want to make sure that I give the message that a disciple is not someone who is religiously oriented, but spiritually oriented, to consider the universal values that inform all of life, values that every religious person, every cultured person will understand from anywhere in the world. So this is important for us to consider, that this is not just limited to me or to you, to people who are called spiritual disciples, but it is really the condition for everyone in the world, people who have principles and values that are universal in nature. Okay, so this is going to penetrate into humanity, and the new world religion will be established at that time. Now, what is that new world religion? People get scared. Does that mean we all have to be Hindus or Buddhists or Muslims or Christians or whatever? No. It will be a religion through which we will learn to contact our soul. Here, soul with a capital S means solar angel, and the spirit of the universe. So it's an idea of becoming universal, of taking our deep values and virtues that we believe in, those principles that we believe in, and we make it universal, applicable to everyone in the world. And I think we're doing that slowly, slowly. The ideals of freedom, of human rights, of equal access to work, to safety, security, rule of law. These are universal values that everyone in the world strives to have. Of course, this is very important. Look at the bottom paragraph of page 298. It is beautiful. Leo energy makes Leo people. Interesting. Especially at the time of the full moon. Very inclusive. Very inclusive. And it also brings law and order and consciousness to humanity. This is the time to think of law and order. Everyone has to be under the rule of law. This is very important. Equally, those who have the sign of Leo, either birth or rising sign in Leo, will be charged in the future with two energies if they do right meditation and prepare themselves. So this is for Leo people as well as all of us who work at this time doing Leo. Whether we have Leo in our chart or not, doesn't matter. This energy is universality. So each of us, if you are a Leo and you have that energy in you, this is even more pertaining to you, but I believe it pertains to all of us. So that first energy is universality. Very important. And the other energy is called the distributive motivation of the energy. Okay, so first universality, then the distributive motivation of the energy. Beautiful. What is universality? Let's read briefly about that, page 299. Universality is that condition when, in all our thinking, our actions or emotions, words, everything that we do will perpetuate the idea of universality. We don't say, I want this, but you can't have it. We should have this, but not those other people. Our color should have all these rights, but not other people of different color and culture. This is very important that all of us in the spiritual field really take seriously. We watch our words, our actions, our emotions, our thoughts, our meditations, everything. Our intent, our motive is in that universal ideal. We will think as groups, as nations, all of us in that idea of universality. The greatest idea behind universality is to break all limitations. Okay, all limitations. Listen to this. All borders that divide humanity from humanity, man from man, group from group, ideology from ideology. That is the keynote of this chapter. It is beautiful. Let me read that again because I think it is very, very important at this time in our life. The greatest idea behind the universality is to break all limitations. Individual, family, break those limitations from the past that chain us to behave in the way that our ancestors behaved. We don't have to do that anymore, either in our individual life or in our group or in our national or human life. All borders that divide humanity from humanity, man from man, group from group, ideology from ideology. Okay, this is so important. They will be swept out, and the energy of unification will be something which will unify all humanity and consciousness. Is that possible? I think so. It's possible. We are not there yet, he says, but slowly, slowly, this is coming from poets. Poets like you and me, from political people even. It is coming. We see that in great leaders. Yes, not all political leaders are great, but there are good leaders in all countries, and we need to make sure we understand that. From educators, if you're an educator, you need to talk about universality. If you're a leader of anything, small group, family, nation, if you're listening to this, think of how your words, your actions, your thoughts, your pronouncements will talk about universality. Educators, from educators who are seeing or sensing one great thing. The whole mechanism of the universe is nothing else but one mechanism. We are seeing that in our international negotiations and the way people think and respond. We are one mechanism, and we are one part of that unit. It is a huge mechanism, and nobody is separate from that mechanism. We know that. When ice melts, the water rises, everyone suffers. When it's hot or it's too cold, everyone suffers. Everyone in the world suffers. Businesses suffer. Human beings suffer. Their livelihood suffers, and so on. So think of this as very, very important. Nobody is separate from that mechanism, and nobody has the right only to work for himself. What a beautiful message this is for us to consider at this time in that great mechanism. We are part of that mechanism, and the mechanism is using us for everyone who is a part of that mechanism. What a message of universality this is. I bet none of us thought about that for the Leo full moon. Think about how important this is for you in your life. If the universality of the whole world is a little too much for you, think of your life in yourself. How universal are you, and how you think of other people around you of different cultures, different religions, different ways of dress, for example, different ways of behavior, food choices, and so on. Think of how you define that. Okay. Second energy. Let me just go briefly on that second energy, which is going to be activated in our heart. Remember, that was the distributive motivation of the energy. Look at the word he uses, is the principle of sharing. Sharing. This is so important. And we are seeing this in the world. We share everything in the world. When something happens in one part of the world, everybody feels it. If one person in a family is not well, or even the opposite, very joyful, then everyone feels it. So why not spread the joy? Why not spread the healing? Why not spread the universal principles? Look at page 300, middle of the page. Universality and sharing. These are two energies to think about. Okay, so during the full moon period, again, we have a 4-part way to celebrate or to observe the full moons. Look on our website. We will give you guidance every month. You can register for our bulletin and receive the bulletin in time to celebrate and to observe these full moons. Observe them and see how you think about these ideas every month, these keynotes, every month, to bring that into your life. So this is very important. This is a principle which will be the strongest line in the New World religion. Okay? The religions in the past divided us. The New World religion just says the word universality and sharing. This is very important. We cannot get away from it. This is what's happening in the world. Borders are coming down, and we are having to change to think of universal values and universal ways of behavior. Now let's go to the end. It is a beautiful, beautiful chapter, and I would encourage you to get this book, get this whole set, and use it every month. It is a beautiful way to study and observe the full moon period. This is a very involved and beautiful meditation. We will do the whole thing, and I will walk us through it. I will guide you step by step. So to start, it is on page 308, 309, so you can look at this later. But for now, close your eyes and do not hurry. Take a deep breath and put a nice smile on your face. That's so important. You don't have to be serious looking. Or tighten your face when you smile. When you are joyful, your face relaxes, your body breathes more easily. Let everything go, good or bad. Relax your face and do not tense your eyebrows, okay? Relaxation makes it easier for you to visualize. We are going to do a nice extended visualization. Okay, you ready? All right. Deep breath. Nice smile on your face. Clear your head and visualize a blue diamond in your head, just like a pyramid. Let that diamond radiate blue energy to your mental body and feel the purification. Stay focused. No matter how you can imagine it is beneficial, don't worry about it. Just feel it. Blue light from the diamond. Radiate that energy into your mental body and brain. Every little bit helps. Now take that blue diamond, make it steady, and let it radiate, in addition to the mental body, to the emotions. Blue light. Clean your emotional body from all kinds of fears, angers, desires, grief, pain. Just let it sweep them away. Cooling blue light. Now let it radiate to your etheric body, which is your energy that surrounds your physical body. Clean it completely, the energy body, with the blue light. Now radiate it to your physical body, but not to any specific place, just generally in your body. Feel how the psychic energy is purifying your physical body, that beautiful blue light. Okay, take a minute and do it from the mind, the mental body first. Take a deep breath and let it radiate to the emotions. Take a deep breath into your etheric body. Deep breath and physical body. So now you are sitting in a bubble of beautiful blue light. Keep that smile on your face. Now imagine a huge lion in the sky. And from the heart of the lion, another energy is coming to your diamond. And you feel strong like a lion. Let it penetrate all your bodies. There you go. Now your diamond will radiate so much energy that it will go all over the planet and humanity and carry to everyone joy and peace, prosperity and health. Take a minute to do that. Spread your light. We cannot hold on to our light. It has to be spread. You have no enemies. Do it for everyone. If there is anyone you dislike, or any nation, or religious group, or color, culture that you dislike, especially send that blue light. Be universal, share your light. Visualize the planet in the air and see your light like sunlight spreading everywhere and dissipating all ugliness on the planet. Let's do it together. Blue lights combined, surrounding the planet, top to bottom, side to side. Bathe in blue light. Beautiful. Now visualize Sirius as a bright star and let a blue line come from Sirius to the lion and from the lion to you, and feel that cosmic connection. Take a minute to do that. Now imagine all of us surrounding the planet, bathed in blue light, connected to the Leo in space, connected to the star Sirius, coming to all of us. Repeat after me. Keeping that vision, let vision come in insight. Let the future stand revealed. Let inner union demonstrate. Outer cleavages be gone. Let love prevail. Let all men love. Lead us, O Lord, from darkness to light, from the unreal to the real, from death to immortality, from chaos to beauty. Sound 3 ohms, silent or out loud. Open your eyes. It is important when you do a beautiful meditation at the full moon time to keep your mind and your emotions and your life pure and bathe in that light. Don't go immediately and check your phone and your email messages. Stay in that energy current. Don't pollute it and change it right away. Keep it. And in fact, if you can just sit quietly somewhere in your garden or in your home and just contemplate about life and think about these 2 very important keynotes. And I'll add a 3rd one in a minute. The first one was universality. So imagine if you are celebrating or observing the full moon for 5 days. You start with 3 days before the full moon, or 2 days before the full moon rather. And you think about universality, how you are going to be universal in everything that you do today, not the way you think, the way you respond to your emails, to your phone calls. And you're going to think about that all day. The next one is the principle of sharing. How are you going to distribute that idea? How are you going to share? And consider what you are asked to share every day. For example, for me, it's kind words and thoughts, blessings, prayers, guidance, answer nicely to an email, respond to people's requests and needs, respond to your family's needs and your spouse's needs. These are all important. Then the 3rd day, the day of the full moon, think of that link, that meditation that you did today. Think of that link from the highest in cosmos to the Leo constellation and directly to you. But anchor yourself first in that blue light, in that beautiful bathed blue light, and then expand it. And in the next days, think of how you're going to spread that idea of universality, that blue light, in everything that you do. So take these times to meditate and use this beautiful teaching to inspire and uplift your life. I wish you a beautiful full moon of Leo, or the sun in Leo, and don't forget, make sure you get these books. You're going to love them and use them for the rest of your life. Thank you for being with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.